Yo. What's goody, B? Let's get to it. Let's get to it, B. Um, Hold on, let me make sure everything. I normally do an intro and all that. Old fashioned wrestling, you know what's happening, barbershop talk, wrestling council, you know the whole spill. But we gonna get straight to it, right? Waste no time with this. Alright. First and foremost, rest in peace to Bushwhacker Bush. That's number one, right? All this back and forth anarchy and all that. And I definitely could dig it, you know what I'm saying? It's I know the main talking point, which we're gonna get to. I know about all that, but damn. First off, like I said, rest in peace to Bushwhacker Bush. That's first and foremost. Second is so nobody not gonna talk about the elephant in the room when it comes to Gunther. Nobody not gonna just show Gunther no love, huh? This dude Gunther basically just washed up two people, and the two people that he washed up wasn't even slouches. This dude won a triple threat match legitimately against Sheamus and Drew McIntyre. We're not gonna talk about that though. We're not gonna talk about that. Like, damn. Motherfuckers gonna talk about Roman Reigns. Oh, Roman Reigns always cheats in his matches. He always got to cheat. Well, you got to do in Gunther that won a triple threat match and he didn't even use Imperium. You know what I'm saying? You got a legitimate, I guess you could call him a legitimate heel as a champion. You got him, but y'all would consider him boring. And it's like, what the hell do y'all want? Seriously. Let's rewind that real quick. People sitting here complaining about Roman Reigns cheated or whatever to beat Cody Rhodes. But y'all got this dude Gunther going through triple threats, all that shit. Most of his matches, he never needs help. But y'all not saying anything about him. Nobody said a peep about this dude Gunther. That's funny. But not only that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, this dude Cody Rhodes got obliterated yesterday on Raw, right? Yeah, we all know that. And it's like, damn, what did y'all expect? This dude Cody Rhodes went out and basically built his own company to go against WWE blatantly. That was their primary goal. Broke the motherfucking throne with the sledgehammer, all that. You thought this dude Triple H was gonna forget about that? Triple H was gonna forget about that. They're gonna make that dude Cody Rhodes work for every single fucking penny that they signed him for. That was a punishment right there on this dude. The American Nightmare, baby. Cody Rhodes. Yeah, Brock definitely became his nightmare. That was an ass kicking if you ever seen one. I'm telling you, that dude, Vince, he put a hit out on Cody. Who knows? It probably was Triple H that put a hit out on that dude. Like I said, this dude, Cody broke the throne with the sledgehammer. We all knew what the fuck he was doing with that. He was feeling himself. Let's really talk about it, right? A lot of motherfuckers really thought he was gonna come from AEW, come back kissing Vince's ass, and think he was just gonna get the big fairy tale ending. He even tried to play the sympathetic role and pass the weightlifting belt to Brody's son, -1. Man, and I fucks with Cody. Don't get it fucked up. I really fucks with Cody, but I knew he wasn't gonna win that fucking match. And the match was great. This shit had everything going with it. Good action. You know what I'm saying? Everything was just there. The crowd was like ravenous wolves. People was into it. Even I was like, oh, I don't know who to go for. I'm not gonna lie, because I fucks with both of them, Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes. But we don't get it though. Make sure y'all wipe your feet before y'all step in the house, buddy. Yeah, man. The fuck. But yeah, y'all ain't shit for talking about Gunther. Y'all not, because everybody always say this dude Roman Reigns cheats all the time. Oh, he be cheating. He cheated Cody Rhodes. He did this, he did that. But you got a dude in Gunther that don't even use Imperium like that when it comes to cheating or whatever. Gunther ran through 2 people by himself. He beat Sheamus and this dude Drew McIntyre legitimately. He beat them legitimately. You can't say, oh, Imperium came and cheated. Nobody, them 3 dudes just went to fucking hell. And not one person said anything about fucking this dude Gunther. Nobody. Y'all consider that boring. Oh, he's boring. Oh, like what the fuck is a motherfucker supposed to do to be a legitimate heel? What is a motherfucker supposed to do? When a motherfucker cheat, it's a problem. When a motherfucker don't cheat and he's a legitimate ass kicker, it's still a problem. Oh, he's too boring. Like, what the fuck you want the motherfucker to do? Fucking jumping jacks on top of dildos or some shit? Pause. I'm gonna drop this damn link. We're gonna talk about this shit. And let's call it as we see it. This dude, Vince McMahon, put the head out on this guy. Vince put the head out. Matter of fact, I'm going there. Fuck it. Triple H put the head out on Cody. Send Brock out there to sick him. Because think of it. Who set up the whole segment? Triple H set up the whole segment. Remember when Triple H came out there and was like, yeah, you know, yada, yada, yada. I want to give respect to everybody. He just was, you know what I'm saying, making the fucking, he was laying the playing field out. First, he was giving props to everybody. And then, you notice, the last person he mentioned was this dude fucking Roman Reigns. And what happened? After that, this dude, they set up that whole tag team match. That shit had to get written. That whole segment had to get written. They was lining that motherfucker Cody Rhodes up like he was in a barber's chair. And I fucks with Cody. I really do, but he put himself back into this shit. You know what I'm saying? Remember, we did an episode about this shit from before. With the fucking on the thumbnail, you see Cody Rhodes kissing this dude Vince McMahon's ass, puckering up. When the rumors are surfacing about him leaving AEW to go to WWE. You should have known from right there. Yeah. He gonna go through it. Matter of fact, did y'all forget? Y'all thought this dude was gonna end up being Stardust as soon as he came in WWE. That's what y'all thought. All of y'all thought it. I'm the only one that was like, nah, they not that fucking retarded to have him show up as no damn Stardust. But I knew they was gonna put him through it. They was gonna put him through the fucking ringer. Shit, you wanna be? I'll even be on some conspiracy theorist type shit. Who knows? Who knows if he actually even fucked his peck up? Let's go on some conspiracy theorist shit now. Who knows if he legitimately fucked his peck up? What if these motherfuckers did some bullshit to try to take him out? Let's go there with it. I see you, Nate. You?
Man, Triple H's team bow down to the king. No, that's Vince McMahon. He's the king.
I'm going there. I'm going there with it. People were saying that Vince, even I said it too, that he's the one that put the hit out on Cody, had Brock annihilate him. But I'm gonna go there with it.
Oh, yeah.
I think Triple H put that hit out on Cody.
Well, probably a little bit of both, you know. So
look here.
Man,
I see you, Nate.
How do you go?
I see you, Toe.
How do you go from a pretty decent or pretty good WrestleMania to a dog shit Monday Night Raw? My God.
Talk about it. Let's talk about it. You tell me.
Ridiculous. I don't know, but I can't wait for a big surprise tomorrow from Tony Khan.
Shit. Like, damn. I ain't gonna lie, though. Only like 2 segments in that whole show. The one segment with Bad Bunny and the other segment with this dude, Bork Laser. And the American Dwayne, American Nightmare. I said, yeah, he's an American Nightmare, right? He became this dude. Brock became his fucking nightmare. That was a fucking ass kick. Yo, I don't know about out there, but I know out here he was still washing this dude the fuck up while this shit just went off air. He was still washing this dude. Yeah. I see y'all.
I mean, I don't know how. I don't know how they call Cody American Nightmare. The American Nightmare resides in the White House, Joe Biden and company. But whatever, that's a different story. But whatever.
What's it? We it's official, y'all. Welcome to hell.
I see you, Black Soul.
In a cell.
Yeah, everybody pulling up. Let's get it. We gonna talk about it, B.
Yeah, because we already knew what was gonna happen.
What's up, everybody?
I called this months ago. We knew that Coke Boy had his foot in the company already.
We should have 6 likes up in here. Definitely appreciate it.
Yeah, we knew Coke Boy was coming back. It was just a matter of when.
But remember, I always said that this dude Vince McMahon is booking via cell phone.
Hey, make sure we give him RIP to Shane McMahon's quads.
But the one thing
before that, let's give an RIP to Bushwhacker Bush. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was highly disrespectful that nobody didn't even mention Bushwhacker Bush. You know what I'm saying? Not you guys, but like the internet. Everybody over here talking about Cody Rhodes and shit. This dude took one picture of Martin Luther King. They don't know how to act.
Oh yeah, so they got a new name for Cody. They call him Cody Luther King.
But what's going on, y'all? Toph, you still there?
Yeah,
Black Star, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here. What's up, everybody?
Yeah, this is Cody's karma. This is his karma coming back to him. How you gonna ditch a company? They had no problem with him going independent. You made your name. You became your own guy. You became the American Nightmare. And you pull that fuck shit. at probably a low budget pay-per-view. They act like it was WrestleMania, and that's Vince McMahon's son-in-law. I don't care what Vince feels about Triple H, but you're an outsider and you think it was smart to hit a sledgehammer on the throne, and you think that they're gonna make you the number one guy, and they're gonna let you beat someone who was homegrown through the developmental. And I'm talking about that weird Florida developmental before NXT was even developed.
Oh, Cody is homegrown too, you know.
Like, here's one thing that everybody should know. Vince has 5 months to fix this shit.
Go ahead, keep talking, Black Soul. Go ahead.
Because the second those 5 months are up and Endeavor takes over, Vince is gone. So
no, he's not. He signed a 2-year deal. He's an employee.
And he not ain't going nowhere. This nightmare here to stay.
He signed a 2-year deal. That means that unless Vince McMahon dies, he's pretty much an employee. He's getting paid $2 million a year, and his face is not on the company, but he gets all the decisions.
I don't really have like. I was gonna rant at first, but it's like I don't really have nothing to say. Like last night's Raw was absolute dog shit. But even at WrestleMania, like, because I was talking about this with John and some other folks, like WrestleMania Night 1 and WrestleMania Night 2, it was the tale of two different bookers. Night 1 was we're gonna give the fans what they want. Night 2 was fuck you, we're gonna do what we want. And it wasn't even just the Cody Roman stuff. Like if you analyze everything that happened in Night 2, the whole fucking show, like the only match, the only thing that happened in Night 2 that was Triple H was that Intercontinental title with Drew, Gunther, and Sheamus. Everything else on that show was 1,000% Vince. Like, okay, what were fans talking about Night 2? Like outside the Roman Cody stuff, right? What are some things that fans wanted? Oh man, I hope Bobby Lashley does something. What does he do? Nothing. Fuck you. Oh man, I hope LA Knight does something. Is LA Knight even on the fucking card? No.
He didn't even show up.
And then like after they did the Hell in a Cell,
selling hot dogs and peanuts and shit.
And then after the Hell in a Cell, I mean, it's awkward because, like, you know, some people have Peacock Premium and some have like regular Peacock and some ordered on pay-per-view, whatever. After the Hell in a Cell match, there was like a fucking like 25-minute filler time where it's just like ads. Like that's Vince. Like just something of the whole energy and the whole vibe of Night 2 was just fucking off. I was like,
yeah, the pacing was like a typical Monday Night Raw.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
You can blame Bray Wyatt for that. You could blame Bray Wyatt for that. That's why the card was messed up. And honestly,
that's true.
No fault at Bobby Lashley. Bray Wyatt did that dumb shit, and there's a reason why he got fired the first time. Out of the blue, now he got mental issues because he don't like what creative is doing. Bray,
Bailey's already gone.
You came back. Oh yeah, Bray. You know what? I'm gonna miss looking at Bailey. They did.
Yeah, didn't Bailey say like a cryptic tweet saying that, you know, a romance novel ends sometime and you fall out of love. Sometimes you fall out of love.
Man, this will kill me about this will kill me about these minor wrestlers. Y'all making cryptic tweets, man. You have a problem, just go into that man office, turn the desk over.
I swear to God, yo, thank you, Ken. Yo, I swear to God, I hate that shit with these motherfuckers. Like from before, like, you know, they be like, oh, I had such a great time in WWE. Nigga, you didn't do shit. What the fuck you be had such a great time? What, eating, catering, and traveling the world? Like, I understand that, cool, but most of y'all motherfuckers don't even travel nowhere. They'll fucking send you up the block to go sign an autograph. And you had such a great time there. You're not even on fucking TV doing shit. Lying when it came to the company. I used to hate that shit.
Well, here's the thing with Bailey. Bailey, she's WWE for life. And I think she wanted to stay WWE for life. But at the same time, she's not getting the push that she deserves. And
you know what? We said that from before. We said, you know what? I said,
notified. that they're probably going to let her
like
go.
basically, remember you said this from before. I think the reason why they gave up on Bailey because they think she's fat. Let's really be real.
Oh, she fat,
No, bro. They gave up on her
likes
because she's not good. I don't know what you guys are talking about. They gave up on her because she's not good.
Bailey is good. The problem was they lined her up with a bum like Dakota Kai.
No, bro. Ever since she came back, bro, like injuries. Listen, injuries change everybody. You know, like Austin, he was, he could do everything. And then when he had his, when Owen Powell drived him, he was more of a brawler and he changed his style. So when you're a wrestler and you change your style, like you got to find a way to make it work. Like I'm sorry, like ever since Bailey came back from that ACL tear, it's not been the same. Her matches have been sloppy. Her promos have been sloppy. It's just not. And it's not just her either. Ronda sucks too. Because when Ronda was doing her thing in 2018, she was on fire. She was like the best thing going. Now
she always is trash.
Ronda never been good.
Ronda was always trash. I never understood her hype. Ever.
Ronda was
Ronda's getting paid. She ain't going nowhere.
That first match she had at WrestleMania, that tag team match was fucking trash. Everybody praising that shit.
Ronda did that for the check.
Speaking of Ronda, she was the first person too that was alluding to some shit because before WrestleMania, I don't know if she's got like an Instagram or something. She was basically speaking passive aggressively because when she was champion, she had a feud with Liv Morgan. What was it? They had a match at Extreme Rules. Yes, Extreme Rules. And so she was saying that there were a lot of things in that match that both her and Liv wanted to do, but they were basically told they couldn't do it. Like they wanted to do a thumbtack spot. They wanted to do a table spot. So there were ideas.
I heard that she actually wanted Ronda to break her arm, like legitimately break her shit.
Right. But according to Ronda, she said that old people were telling her no. But see, what doesn't make sense about that though is Extreme Rules was in October. That was the show when Bray Wyatt came back. And if it's to be believed, Vince was gone by then. Because remember, Triple H took over at SummerSlam. But Ronda's alluding to old people that are basically saying, oh, no, y'all can't do that.
Let me find out. Vince was always somewhere. He either was a cell phone.
I'm telling you, his cell phone.
There you go. He was never gone. He was never fucking gone.
Either it was a cell phone or it was a meeting at home with Paul Levesque when no one was looking. At the same time, I don't think Paul Levesque was ever going to turn his back on Vince. But we all knew that Vince was never leaving.
And that's the big story. That's the big story. To me, the biggest story of all this is that Triple H is a fucking bitch. Because we all thought that he was taking his shit back this whole time. He's basically just he's not driving the car. He's driving the car and Vince is right next to him in the passenger seat. Triple H is like, let's go left. And Vince is like, no, we're going to go right. And Triple H is like, oh, okay, Dad. Like, he's a bitch. Fuck him. He got exposed this week. He got exposed this weekend. And I'm happy to see social media is finally cooking up, exposing this fake ass motherfucker. Fuck him. Fuck.
Wasn't I always saying that? I used to fucking be like, yo, are you Triple H? Are you serious? You don't want to punch this dude in the face ever? You never thought of punching him in the face? All the bullshit he put you through, this motherfucker actually lets you build something from the ground and just took it from you and all that shit to the point you caught a fucking heart attack because you didn't want to say nothing negative towards this fucking dude. Are you really that pussy?
Or that's like you saying Undertaker wants to punch Vince McMahon in the face. I'm sorry.
But he that's the thing though. Vince wouldn't do that to Undertaker. Like he know Undertaker would catch a fade with him.
No, I think
he wouldn't do that to Brock either.
I think Vince McMahon screwed over Undertaker a few times, but at the same time, the good outweighs the bad when it comes to Vince, and a lot of these wrestlers do understand that.
For those guys, he
made them stars. Creatively, when he was functional, he made them stars. And half of those wrestlers would say, "Look, I would not be in the position that I would be in." Did people really know that John Cena used to sleep in his car in an old Lincoln Continental when he was trying to become a wrestler? So when
But
wrestlers
that's
like
what he
that,
does, though. That's what he
Yeah.
does. That's how he builds loyalty. He does get
Yeah.
people, or he does help people out that was out on their luck. Sleeping in their car. Having cans of tuna fish for dinner. That's how he grooms people.
and at the same time, you don't bite the hand that feeds you, but at the same time, you got to be able to make yourself so bigger than life that Vince McMahon needs you. And at the same time, there's really only 3 wrestlers that were able to do that.
Here's the ultimate thing I think is with Vince, right? He just thinks money could fix everything. That's his ultimate problem.
Nah, his ultimate problem.
Yeah, $18 million helped a lot of problems. Yeah.
Nah, his problem. His main problem when it comes to booking is he wants everybody that's a face to fall under that Hulk Hogan, John Cena umbrella. Like, you see how he does? He try to make these guys goofy as shit. Like, he did that with Diesel. Like, he did that with Roman. He did that. He tried to do that with Randy Orton. He tried to make all these. He did it with Lex Luger. Try to make these guys like this goofy good guy.
That was
like
a disaster, Chef.
No, I wouldn't call.
I don't know. I wouldn't have said that with Randy Orton though. I don't think Randy Orton was never like cookie cutter. He was smiley, but he was like that cocky prick type of smiley type.
He was an asshole.
Yeah,
he always has been. Always will.
Now that Vince is back, man, it's just a matter of time before the mass releases start, bro. We're gonna go through this shit.
Oh yeah.
Hey, as long
as is first on the list.
Yes, as long as Hit Roll is gone, but you know what? Leave my girl there. I'll at least let her be on there. Let her stay.
I ain't gonna lie. I heard a few people say that. A few, even on this show, people were saying that, you know what, get rid of Hit Row, but keep, what's her name again?
B-Fab. Let B-Fab stay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it could be a lot of.
And you gonna see? I'll pair up B-Fab with Carmelo Hayes. That'll be his valet.
It's not that bad. But Vince is gonna find a way to fuck that up.
Well, now the Gunther situation they setting him up to destroy Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania.
But who's gonna be the face though?
Who's gonna be the face?
I guess when it comes to Gunther matches, it doesn't care who's the face. They're just gonna go to hell. That's it.
Yeah, I think Gunther is. They're building him up to take out.
He's
Brock
a fucking weapon. He's a fucking weapon, and people's not even talking about this dude.
Gunther is
everybody's saying like, Roman Reigns. All Roman Reigns do is cheat. He's a champion that always cheats. All he does is cheat. Boy, you got a motherfucker here that's beating two motherfuckers at the same time. And y'all ain't saying nothing about this dude.
That's probably why you don't need, in my opinion, you don't need 2 dominant heel champions. That's kind of tacky. So he's kind of being slept on for that reason.
Well, they're building him up slow. We already know Braun Breaker is gonna get. You know what? He might not get called up.
No. After Rick fucked it
not
up.
anymore.
Not after what his father just.
Yeah, this dude Rick Steiner's a whole bozo.
Steiner line. I think he took one of me to the head.
That's crazy too. You would think Scott would be the loose cannon.
Yeah,
not
Steiner coke lines to the head.
Oh no! Scott Steiner apparently changed his name. He wants to change his name to Scott Breaker because of that shit.
Oh my
god! I'm fucking bad.
Nice.
And I thought Scott Steiner was the one that was the outspoken prick.
And you know what? I checked it.
Scott Steiner just wants to kill Hogan.
Steiner is actually the nice of the two.
I looked up Giselle Shaw. Her Instagram just blew up after this.
Yeah, he not only made Giselle poppin', you and your son look crazy, and he had nothing to do with it. And not only that, you did that in fucking LA. Are you crazy?
Yeah, that's pretty bad. So before we went live, I saw the little thing. Y'all guys heard about the Vicky Guerrero thing? You talked about that, Sandman?
Yeah. We touched on it a little bit. This little Malik had brought it to our attention.
Yeah,
What
so
Vicky do?
Eddie Guerrero's daughter, Shaw Guerrero, on her TikTok is actually a pretty fucking serious allegation. Shaw Guerrero is basically saying that Vicky's new husband sexually assaulted her back in 2020. She
Oh
told
shit.
her
Oh
she told her
no.
mother Vicky about it. Vicky didn't believe her, and Vicky blocked her and cut her off, so they don't talk at all anymore, at all. So she basically went on social media to say that, yo, like, my mom's husband is a piece of shit. He's a rapist. And if I recall correctly, I remember a couple of weeks ago, I think Vicky, she left AEW. Like, I think Tony wanted to re up on her, and Vicky just said no. So just kind of like, all right, well, she's not really on AEW TV anymore anyway. But then when I heard about this, I was like, oh, okay. She probably knew it was coming. That's a pretty serious allegation. If
Right.
Vicky expects to work anywhere ever again in professional wrestling, that needs to be cleared up as soon as fucking possible, because they don't
Right.
play with fucking child abusers and rapists. It's pretty fucking serious. So,
You see what they doing to this
Yeah.
dude, Davey Richards.
Like,
oh yeah,
Yeah.
David got fucked over too.
I
Did
think
Richards
Vicky
fucked.
listened. I think Vicky listened to that song "Stand by Your Man" one too many times. Fucking dump that fucking douchebag.
But
Vicky's
if I'm not
next.
mistaken, one second, Black Saw. If I'm not mistaken, wasn't this dude? Wasn't there allegations on Eddie being like somewhat abusive towards her back then?
No, no.
No, Eddie
Eddie
was
was an
pilled up.
alcoholic.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was pilled up. Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't mean like not physical but mental.
There we go.
Well, the only mental is like
Who's outside?
Scott
she-
Steiner's
So
outside.
outside, here you go. You talking about my brother? You talking about my brother over here?
my bad. Someone probably had a heart attack or broke their leg.
Dom coming through. Dom's about to come through on the show. I meant to tell y'all.
Dom.
It's on Dom.
Oh man,
He got whipped.
Dom's making me proud, man. I'm telling you, I'm so proud of him.
Dom's the best heel in the business.
You know,
Yeah,
and
when
you
it
know
comes
what?
to character work, hell yeah, and he's not that bad in the
There's-
ring. Like people,
You know what? There's
people
different.
shit on him
There's
with
levels
his
to
ring
this
work.
heel
His ring
stuff.
work isn't bad.
And you know what? There's levels to this heel. He don't need to be one of those monster heels that kick your ass. No, he's the type of heel that you want to punch in the face. He's a little brat, and I like it.
And he can actually go in the ring. That's the thing.
He
can
got
go.
a lot
And
better.
he has backup too. He has Damian
Yeah.
Priest.
Yeah.
You fuck him up, you have to
Balor.
Remember when everybody was
And-
saying like, "Oh, he's getting fat. He needs to go to the gym. He needs to do this. He needs to do that." Not every single wrestler got to look like motherfucking what's his new name? The Warlock,
Austin.
Warlord.
Everybody.
Everybody got to look
Everybody
like
can't-
Warlord, Luke Cage and shit. Fucking
Oh, you mean
injected their
Warlord?
fucking
Not-
butt
yeah.
cheeks with fucking cheese booty juice.
Come
They do
on,
now.
Dominique is bony, man. He's gonna take time for him to get swole. But you
You
know
don't
what?
need to though.
Yeah, look at Montez Ford. That dude's a toothpick.
Nah, I don't
He's-
know about
he's
that.
athletic as
Montez
hell.
look like he bulking up like crazy. Pause.
Nah, he needs to stop because that's gonna kill his agility. Now, if
Now
he gets
this
like,
dude, now
if he gets
Gunther's
like
looking like a
Ricochet's
toothpick.
side, nah, Gunther is looking like a star. He said he did that himself. He wanted to lose the weight because going to the main roster, you're on a bigger stage, and he wanted to present himself better. I
definitely get that, but I think
I do miss the
like
chubby
on
Gunther.
WrestleMania, he looked skinnier than usual to me. You know what I'm saying? He looks skinnier than usual. Like he's on that stuff.
He's on that cardio, lean muscle.
Yeah, he on that
he
But I'm
didn't
copium.
telling
his
you,
power.
like I was there, and those chops were so nasty. Like you can hear it throughout.
Wait a minute, you was at
Oh, you
WrestleMania?
went
Yeah.
to Mania night.
Yeah, yo. As a matter of fact, yeah, that was a surprise. Go ahead, tell him.
Question: How
Yeah.
how expensive was it out there?
900 a piece from where I sat at.
Oh shit! Wow.
Jesus.
The hell with that. I'm talking about hotel prices.
Shit, that's all part.
I live an hour
Don't you
away.
get don't you get like a
Okay.
package deal? Like, isn't it like a package deal when it comes to the seats in the hotel, or whatever?
I live an hour away.
Yeah.
Well, that'll be my next dream is to get tickets for the one in Philadelphia.
Yeah, I'm trying to go there too. What's up?
Yeah.
I'm
But
trying
I'm trying
to make that
to do
happen
something.
myself.
I'm trying
The only
to do some
champion-
stupid money. Like I want to be in the front row, and I already know that's like $10,000.
The only championship they'll have is
It's not going to be
Philadelphia.
that much.
Yes, it is.
Nah,
Front
you
row-
wow, you got
front row
10
ticket.
rags? No, it's not.
Yeah,
It
for the
don't cost
front
that
row,
much.
for the ring, it's 10,000.
Secondary markets, it'll be 10 grand. Yeah. Oh yeah.
It depends. No, it depends on when you get the tickets, though.
Well, if you get them ahead of time, they're probably like 2,500. But yeah, secondary market,
No,
they'll go up
they're
to
right,
10
Sam,
grand.
man. It's about 10 grand. I went to WrestleMania 27, 28. I had better seats at 28, but at 27, my uncle who was with me, there was a coworker of his who was like, I want to say in the third row, he had like good seats. And then I remember we asked him how much it was. This was like 2011? Yeah, this was 2011. So it's more because of inflation, it's higher now. The seats that this dude had was like $8,500. That was like 2011. So it has to be even higher now by 2023 standards. So 10K is about right. If you want to get those really good front row seats.
Yeah,
Fuck that.
like I want to be in front of the pay-per-view, so y'all be like, look at Scott's dumbass.
What the hell is green shirt t-shirt man do for a living? This motherfucker gets all these seats.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get that.
Yeah, he's got to be a relative of like somebody important because there's no way realistically you could be a front row at every show because you got to work.
He's in the same spot. It's like the same spot. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, WWE
But I got the
probably
seat that I sat on.
recognizes him, and they give him some type of discount.
They probably do. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Put him in the video game.
But I
Put
took,
him in the video game.
took the chair that I sat on on night 2.
That's cool. Nice.
Yeah, man. I know you had a ball, dude.
And I think if you get those seats, they let you keep the chair.
Yeah. That's true. What did you get to keep?
But yeah, B. So what the fuck is Charlotte? Is Charlotte gonna show up on SmackDown? Yeah, I think Charlotte's gonna show up.
She's taking time off again. She's leaving.
Charlotte's taking time off. She's going into
she is a fucking waste.
Yeah, she's
she's going into bodybuilding.
Fucking clanging and banging over there.
She's going to bodybuilding. What to lift weights with her nose?
No, so she's joining the I think the fitness competition, like the fit bikini stuff, like what Crystal Marshall got into.
She gonna look like a muscular mannequin.
I know, man. It's gonna make her look crazy, but oh well. They did it right, but I do understand what she meant. She was like, look, Rhea Ripley and Charlotte Flair, they have a gripe. They could have main evented because me personally, I think the fans settled for that bullshit with the tag team titles. Honestly, it should have never changed. It should have been Sami Zayn and Roman Reigns because that whole storyline was driven with the bloodline. She made no
fucking sense anyway. Sorry to interrupt you. She made no fucking sense anyway because that interview she did, the aerial fucking guy, she was saying stuff like, oh, how come whenever a man wins the Royal Rumble, they get the main event? Like, bitch, shut the fuck up. There's plenty of dudes that have won the Royal Rumble. They didn't get the main event. So, don't give me... Don't pull that, man bad, good woman good. Like, shut the fuck up, Charlotte, you ugly ass bitch. Rey Mysterio won the Rumble. Ray won the Rumble. He didn't get a main event. Randy Orton won the Rumble. He didn't get the main event. Undertaker won the Rumble. He didn't get the main event. Like, shut the fuck up, Charlotte. I don't want to hear that.
Yes, he did.
Andrade needs to just fucking knock her up so we'll never see her again. Ugly ass bitch.
Exactly.
Undertaker did get the main event. He wrestled Batista for the title.
He didn't get the main event. The main event was John Cena versus Shawn Michaels, bro. That was WrestleMania 23.
That was actually a good match, too.
It was a good match. They were pissed off. They didn't get the main event. That's why the match was so good. They were supposed to get the main event, and then Vince decided Shawn Michaels, John Cena was going to main event, and Nelson Batista and Taker said, we're going to fucking steal it. And that's why that match was so good. That's probably what happened with Charlotte Flair and Rhea. You know, they thought they would get the main event. Triple H said, actually, no, the Usos versus Owens and Zayn are getting main event. And they said, you know what? We're going to go out there and we're going to have a really fucking good match. And they did. I'll give them their flowers. It was a good match. But
both matches were good, though. The tag match was good, too.
Yeah.
I wonder why they didn't take the belt off my girl, Bianca Belair.
That was Vince, bro. That was Vince, bro. That's what I'm telling you. Because if you look at night 2, right, everybody's focused on Roman beating Cody. But if you look at night 2, creatively speaking, a lot of the results that night don't really make any fucking sense. Bianca beating Asuka. First of all, Asuka being 0-5 at WrestleMania is fucking stupid. How does she not have one single victory at WrestleMania? That being said, Bianca beating Asuka makes no sense because it's not like there's any other options left for Bianca. She's beaten literally everybody else. So I thought it would have made more sense for Asuka to win. That way, there's some kind of adversity that Bianca has to work through. But because Bianca beat Asuka, there's literally no one left. And you guys know what happens when you're a champion, you're a babyface, and you beat everybody. Fans get tired of you. They're going to start booing you. Like,
you're going to eventually turn heel, yeah.
They're going to start.
They ain't going to turn on Bianca.
They're going to turn.
They ain't going to turn on Bianca.
They're going to turn on her. Anyone, if you're a face and you're pushed prominently, they're going to get tired of you. They're going to resent you. Super Cena, Super Orton. It happens to everybody, bro. No one's fucking immune to it.
It's good shit, pal.
I don't know. Bianca's too liked by everybody, and she.
And I'm not a Balor guy. I'm not a Balor guy, but Edge beating Balor also made no sense. And the reason I said that is because Edge is going to retire soon. You know, because he's been talking about this out in interviews. He wants to retire. So again, I'm not a Balor dude, but Balor's a full-time dude. Edge isn't a full-time guy. What benefit did Edge get? He didn't gain anything from that. Balor would have gained something. That was like his first Hell in a Cell match ever, and he lost. So this is really.
I don't think. I
You
think
think it
Balor.
was an audible?
Hold on.
I think
Let
Balor
Nate go.
chose
Let
to
Nate
lose
go ahead.
that match.
Hold on, let Nate go. Go ahead, Nate.
I was gonna say, Chris, you think it was an audible because of what the hell's going on over there? Cocaine sniffing?
Yeah, like it sounds mad. Who's that? It sounds mad loud.
I don't know.
But anyway, you think it was an audible because of his injury? Because he got busted open, Finn. So maybe
it may have been. I understand the story.
Sound loud. Who's that? Who was that?
I think it's New York
highway or something.
Ain't nobody near the highway.
Yeah, it sounds like somebody sniffing coke or something. Somebody died on the show.
Yeah, I guess it could have been
I can grow a mustache too.
It could have been an audible. I understand.
Yo, Marcus, what's going on, Marcus? What's going on? Hold on, wait. Let me read what this dude Marcus Brown got to talk about real quick. Hold on. He said basically, he think Braun Breaker turned heel, like he said he was, based on what his father did. That's not gonna work. If Braun Breaker turned heel, it's not gonna work. It's really not, especially right now.
Yeah.
You know what
are they gonna do?
I think it's just bad karma right now, and that's not even on Braun Breaker's fault. They brung Braun Breaker in to be spiteful in the fucking first place. Remember, they brung in Braun Breaker like he was supposed to be that next big star and shit. You know what I'm saying? Just to be spiteful towards Triple H.
Rick Steiner successfully fucked over his son.
Yeah, it was like
he'll be off TV.
And it's really not his fault. He just around a whole bunch of fuck niggas. He just
What was concerning to me wasn't what he said. It was the fact that, according to what Giselle said, other people heard what he said, and like other people in the business were there. They heard what he said, and they didn't even
say or do nothing
or say anything. That to me is what's a little bit more concerning than what Rick said. But
you know what? Because going back to the whole Antonio Inoki shit. You know what I mean? When motherfuckers lined up just to let Antonio Inoki slap the shit out of them like it's a whole fucking honor. These dudes looking up these dudes like gods. Like the fuck out of here. Like I talk about from before when motherfuckers getting spat on. Oh, it's just all a part of wrestling. That's how you get heat. Let them spit on me. The fuck out of here.
That's that Mark talk.
Yeah. Like with Triple H, I fuck the Triple H and all. But I'm not gonna stand in the fucking front row and this nigga fucking spit water on me. Like, oh
Well,
my
technically,
God,
he don't
listen to
spit
DX
water
Smith.
on you.
Listen to DX
He-
Smith. Oh my God. I can't
He
believe it.
sprays
Best
it.
fight ever.
He sprays it on himself in the air. He don't spit it on them.
Well, it's
But it's
close.
a mist. It's a
Yeah.
mist. Like, when you spray it in the air, it's a whole mist. If you're in the front row, you're gonna feel that shit.
As far as Cody is concerned, I'm just gonna keep this really short and simple.
No,
Pride's a
don't
bitch.
keep it so. Stick the knife in that motherfucker and gut it dry.
Fine. Cody, as far as Cody is concerned, pride's a bitch. We've seen this. If you've been watching WWE for if you've been watching WWE for like the past 20 years, 30 years, you've seen this before. Okay? It's a pride thing. And Triple H, at the end of the fucking day, I don't give a fuck what anybody says. At the end of the day, whether it was Triple H, whether it was, I'm just going to say it was Triple H, right? Triple H showed that at the 11th hour, he's no different than Vince. When you make your name elsewhere, or more importantly, when you become a bigger star elsewhere and you come in WWE, you go through a humbling process. I'll give you an example. When AJ Styles, when he made his debut a couple of years ago, right? Remember at the Royal Rumble, right? If you remember, he lost his first WrestleMania match against Chris Jericho, and it made no sense for him to lose. And then after that, he was in a feud with Roman because Roman beat Triple H, and AJ had two very good pay-per-view matches with Roman Reigns, but he lost. Then he had a match with John Cena. He beat Cena, but he beat Cena by turning heel. So they made him look like a bitch. So basically, AJ was really good, but they humbled him because it's like, oh, okay, you were big in New Japan. You were big in TNA. You were big in Ring of Honor. You're with the big boys now. You're in the big league. They humbled him, right? Then he faced John Cena at SummerSlam, and he beat John Cena. If you remember, when he beat Dean Ambrose, I think it was No Mercy. When he finally became the WWE champion, it wasn't at WrestleMania. It wasn't at SummerSlam. It was a fucking random B show. That's how it is.
Against Dean Ambrose.
Right. That's how it is in WWE. When you make your name elsewhere, if you look at most people, most of the biggest names in the history of WWE who didn't really make their name in WWE, and there's not that many of them. But if you look at most of them, when they finally win that first world title, it's just at some random show. Like when Punk, when he finally won that World Heavyweight Championship, if you remember, what did he do? He cashed in
did
on
they
Edge
not do that to
after
Finn?
Batista beat him.
It was Money in the Bank.
Yeah, he cashed in the Money in the Bank after Batista beat up Edge. When Daniel Bryan, when he won the World Heavyweight Championship, he cashed in on Big Show. Remember Mark Henry? Big Show beat Mark Henry, right? Then Mark Henry took out Big Show. It's a WWE staple. So what happened? What we saw at WrestleMania between Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns, I don't give a fuck what anybody says. If anybody tells you any differently, they're either lying to you or they're being misinformed. The reason Roman won
But
that
didn't they not do that to Finn?
Yeah. Finn won the Universal title on a random episode of Raw, bro. It wasn't.
It was in.
And he brought out the demon too.
Finn won the Universal title at SummerSlam, but he had to give it back for injury.
Yeah, injury. So what happened at WrestleMania? All that happened at WrestleMania was Triple H basically said, listen, Cody, you're good enough to be our champion, but you're not good enough to be our champion at our fucking show at WrestleMania. You will win the title on fucking Backlash and fucking Saudi, SummerSlam, or some random fucking episode of Raw or SmackDown. But we're not giving you the belt at WrestleMania because WrestleMania is their fucking show. It's the show that everybody watches. Casual fans watch it. Hardcore fans watch it. People that don't watch wrestling anymore will tune in to watch WrestleMania as a real experience, just like people will watch the Super Bowl that don't even give a fuck about football. That's what that was. You're not good enough to win the belt at WrestleMania. That's all that is.
What if Roman already had 1,000 days when Cody won? You think? Because I think the whole thing with the 1,000 days, they want Roman to get it. You know,
it doesn't matter if Roman's 1,000 days or not because he's still the longest reigning champion, like
that's true too.
Century or something. Or something. So
and Roman's burnt out. He's burnt out. He gotta be burnt out.
Yeah, I know he is.
Yeah.
Roman
1,000 days. You said, Chris, that the Saudi show is going to be 1,000 days, right?
Yeah. He'll be
Oh,
1,000
Yeah,
days
he's
at the
definitely gonna
Jeddah
go to
show.
Saudi Arabia.
Yeah,
That's
May
man.
20 May
Fucking
27th.
Muhammad Hassan, come on, let's go.
Right.
Get
May,
him.
I did the math at the fucking Backlash show, whatever it's going to be called, the one in Puerto Rico. By then he'll be like
Oh,
970 something days. The Jeddah show, when they go over there to Saudi, that will be day 1,000. He'll be day 1,000 after that. So
I just hope nobody gets shanked at that Puerto Rico show.
I want on top of that. I want on top of that too. Yeah, on top of that, he probably.
What's going on, Carlos?
Carlos Cabral.
Carlos Cabral.
Is that a character in Mortal Kombat? Cabral? Cabal.
No, Cabal. It's not with the R's. Cabal.
Yeah,
That's my guy, Cabal.
Yeah.
He's like the Roadrunner of Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Because that beatdown with last night. So here's the thing, right? Here's why I didn't fuck with that beatdown angle, because it was a good beatdown. The reason why I didn't fuck with that beatdown, let me ask yourself a question, okay? And I want you to be honest with yourself, just everybody on this table, right? What happened last night when Brock beat the fuck out of Cody? Here's the question. Couldn't you have done that same angle if Cody was champion? Cody wins the belt, big celebration. Here comes Brock, and he just fucks him up. We've seen that before.
Here's the thing, though.
And for no reason.
It'll be even better.
BC said the same thing from before. I don't know if y'all watched BC Amplified. He was saying the same thing. I think that, if anything, like, all right, we all know that this dude Brock is not even supposed to even be the number one contender if Roman still have the belt, whatever, right? But how the hell you gonna get this dude the number one contendership from being Omos? That don't make no damn sense. Like, how you the number one contender out of nowhere because you beat Omos? People would have been complaining about that. Let's really be real. Niggas would have been complaining about that. Like, oh, how was Brock Lesnar the number one contender? He just beat Omos. Oh, fuck you. Get out of my chat. You're blocked.
There's a better way to do this. Is they could have just did it like this. They should have went ahead and have him go through the bloodline. As soon as he finishes, go through the bloodline, like on solo matches. Then you bring out Brock Lesnar. And that's the neck, and then you can bring that for a pay-per-view. If he beats Brock Lesnar, then he gets Roman Reigns.
Here's the thing, though, right? I ain't gonna lie. I would have loved to see a match between him and main event Jay. Rose and main event Jay, but you already know if this dude solo, if he fought solo again, both of them can't afford to lose that match. And you know damn well nobody didn't want to see him fight Jimmy or Paul Heyman. So I don't know why people suggested that either. Who else is he gonna fight in the bloodline? He already beat Solo. You know what I'm saying? You can't fight Roman again. You got to save that.
At the end of the day, man, they're just killing time. Romans just take. Like, again, I'm not being.
They are killing time, and I don't mind this shit. I really don't. I don't mind.
Right, but it's stupid, bro. It's stupid because it's like if Roman's taking another break, then that's even more of a reason why he should have fucking lost. It's just stupid. It's like all roads are gonna lead. No pun intended. All roads are gonna lead to this final destination anyway. If Roman's taking another break, if he's that burnt out, if he's that exhausted, that's even more of a reason why he should have lost. It's not even about Cody at this point. It's about this dude's fucking tired. He's probably wants to spend time with his daughters, spend time with his wife. If he wants to spend time, then just fucking take the belts off of him. It's just stupid.
Yeah.
What if he does want the belts off of him? My bad. I'm gonna let you go right after this. What if he don't? What if he don't want the belts off of him? I mean, excuse me. What if he does want the belts off of him, but Vince don't want him to get the belts off of him? Maybe Vince is like,
it's
no.
Vince. I'm telling you, it's always Vince. That's what I'm saying.
I won't be surprised if he's trying to bleed him dry.
That's the big takeaway. That's the big takeaway from this whole weekend. Triple H got exposed. He's a fucking bitch. You know, they do those media scrums, right? They never did the media scrums until AEW started doing them, right? I looked at the media scrums for night 1 and night 2. when he came out there, like if you haven't seen the media scrums, WWE uploads them on their YouTube account after
Yeah,
every
you right.
pay-per-view.
Since when WWE did scrums, you
They never
right
did
about
scrums.
Like
that.
in live on Peacock.
Right. Yeah, when they did the scrum for night one, Triple H came out. He asked questions and stuff like that. When they did the scrum, he got a standing ovation because night one was great, right? Look at the scrum for night two. He came out, dead fucking silence, no clapping, and you could see it in Triple H's face. He knew. He was like, "Oh shit," like wow. And so when they asked him like what happened, like why did Roman win, he was just giving some bullshit political answer. So I'm not even like fuck Roman, fuck Cody. This isn't about them. I don't give a shit about them. I don't fuck either one of them like that. This is about the fact that Triple H clearly had a plan for what he was going to do with Cody and Roman, and whatever the plan was, Vince came in. He gave the kibosh and said, "Hey, actually, pal, we're doing this." And he just said, "Okay, pal, okay." He just fucking sat there and he just let Vince took it. That's why I'm saying fuck Triple H. I don't care if Vince took control, which he clearly did. If you watched Raw last night, because Raw fucking sucked.
All right, let King go. Hold on. Let King go now. Hold on.
And speaking of Raw, I'm reading a report here that was saying from the PW Insider. They said that several wrestlers are looking into other options and feeling demoralized after last night. One of them being Bailey, and the other with Omos. Omos wasn't even supposed to wrestle on the card, but he had to scramble to get his gear ready. He was in catering.
Wow. And what the fuck are you doing in catering? That's what I'm talking about. Omos, damn.
And to post off of what King just said, that first hour of Raw, right? That first hour of Raw, the entire hour, it had 60 seconds of wrestling. 60 seconds. That's not me.
Yeah, it really did.
It was 60 seconds.
I don't know if y'all seen it on the council on the Facebook group. I said, can y'all please stop with the promos? Oh my God, everybody that came out had a fucking promo. I'm surprised this dude who's a cameraman that got shouted out. I'm surprised he didn't go up there and fucking shoot a promo.
60 seconds.
Promos on Monday. That's Vince how you know, like, yo, Vince is
that
definitely back. All these promos, like, yo, what the fuck are y'all talking about at the end of the day?
Same thing with the
other shit. It's getting very, very old. Let's cut that shit out, please, people.
60 seconds of wrestling.
It's like, come on, enough of that. Whoa, that's wrong.
Yo, 60 seconds of wrestling. I see more wrestling at Popeye fights, man. Fucking Jesus Christ.
Hey.
Jesus. That speech that Triple H did, like there are some fans that are like they're still in denial about this. That speech that Triple H did, that was a dead giveaway. That speech where he was talking about WWE's not going anywhere, will always be here. Everybody was like, what the fuck is he talking about? That's a classic political move. Politicians do that all the time. When there's a regime change and they're about to do a change or something, what they do is they send out someone that the people like. They send out someone that the people trust. You sweet talk them. You tell them, oh, shit's not going to be any different. It's going to be the same. And then you fucking change everything. And you put people under a false sense of security. That way, when the change happens, it catches folks off guard. That speech just confirmed that Vince was back. Vince is back, man.
If Vince came out last night and was doing that, fucking, they would have booed the hell out of Vince and said, "You fucked Cody, you screwed Cody," and shit. You know?
They might still Marks might cheer him.
Never know, man.
I'm telling you, that's why I'm going there with it. I really think Triple H put the hit out on Cody. Triple H.
Vince will never. Vince will never show his face in a wrestling ring again.
No.
Yeah, said what, Black Soul?
I said Vince will never show his face in a wrestling ring again.
He got way too much heat. As a matter of fact, yes, he would. Please. Vince don't give a fuck. Vince is loving this right now. You think Vince ain't loving this right now?
Hey, guys, check this. If you want to, if Vince want to get nuclear heat, this is what he should do. Take a picture holding the Stardust uniform.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So just so I'm clear, because I was ranting a bit. This isn't about Cody losing or Roman winning. It's not about that. I'm not mad about that. I'm simply focusing on the fact that whatever the plan was for that match, Triple H clearly had a plan. Vince came in and he fucking put the kibosh and said, "No, we're doing this." And Raw last night was just further proof of that because you saw how it was. You know, like what Sandman just joked about a second ago. It's post Mania Raw, and I get it. It's post Mania Raw. You know, there are expectations, call ups, debuts, returns. If there was any segment on the show of that entire show last night, the one segment where it's like, okay, here comes the big debut. Here comes the call up. Seth Rollins in the ring, right? The fans were just, they're cheering his song or singing his song, whatever. And he just fucking leaves. He just leaves. He just no debut, no one attacks him or anything. And it was just like, what?
No, they went to they had a video. They went to commercial. The guy came up to him and said, "Oh, your segment's done." He gave him back the mic and just left. Like, what the fuck? Rollins was pissed. They cut the segment.
They treat that dude Rollins like he's a hooker that only fucking charge $5.
$5, buy one get one free with a coupon on Sundays.
Yeah. Shit. Treating that motherfucker like
the one person who's glad. Money. The one person who's happy Vince is back is Tony Khan.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, motherfuckers is flocking to AEW tomorrow. They going to roll. Tony Khan. Tony Khan don't. Okay, the shit went down, right? I know the ratings went down. If Tony Khan don't get at least over 900,000 for this show, you're gonna hear from me.
And TK's been smart this time because normally, like when shit happens in WWE that's negative, he's on Twitter, being annoying. He's been quiet this whole past week, and he hasn't said a fucking thing. Yeah, you don't got to say anything. The shit speaks for itself.
And I'm shocked. I'm shocked about that with TK. TK normally be the one that'll throw some cryptic shit, be slick on Twitter. He hasn't said anything. I'm surprised he didn't fucking say some slick shit towards Cody. I know he's like, yeah, nigga, you a fucking
all of them. All the AEW wrestlers have been quiet because there's nothing to say. Like the events that happened, it just spoke for itself. No words are needed.
Yeah. Yep.
But the thing, what did they expect? What did everybody expect? Like, the main thing I said is, ain't no motherfucking way the Bloodline is gonna just get dethroned like that in one fucking weekend. You gotta be smoking.
No.
I've been saying that shit. Ain't no way. And trust and believe, those tag team belts is coming back to the Usos. They just did that shit for the moment. That was for the moment. Sure. That shit is going right back to the Bloodline so they could kiss up to Roman again or whatever. It's all part of the storyline. It's shutdown time.
I would be concerned if I was any wrestler who was fired and then Triple H brought them back. I would be concerned if I was any one of them, like a Karrion Kross.
Not do the he's done.
Yeah, because we're at that spring cleaning.
1 second though. Hold on. Marcus Brown was saying that Black Star got mad at me because I was saying Endeavor is ruining WWE by putting.
I didn't get mad at him. I just told him to shut the hell up.
There you go. Well, there you go.
Shit, wasn't bad.
WWE's gonna be filming the sequel, Pretty in Pink 2, with all these pink slips coming soon. Christ.
And no disrespect, Marcus, but that's what I thought.
I can't wait for MGF tomorrow because he's gonna fucking grab that mic and say, "Acknowledge me." I can't wait.
Yeah, he's gonna show up if he does show up in the Island of Relevancy.
Well, on a positive note, I did like their that was a great set they had. That was one of the best WrestleMania sets they've done.
Yeah, that was cool.
A great arena. Crowd was hot. So,
Yeah, that was one good thing. The crowd was hot the whole night. It wasn't like a dullness the whole 2 nights. So that was good.
No, it was awesome.
You know what it was with night 2 to me? Yeah, the first night was really, really good. It had
you knew Vince was booking it. That's what you knew on night 2.
The second night, it's just how it started off. How it started off took the wins out of everybody's sails. You know what I mean? You started off with Omos and Brock, and then after that you had these bitches. I forgot their fucking names. Who cares? You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what wins out of people's sales.
Yeah, I would have started off night 2 with Asuka and Bianca because they had a good match, and then the second match would have been the Intercontinental title, and then the third match would have been Brock and Almas. Then the fourth match would have been the pointless tag match, and then Hell in a Cell.
Well, yeah, and that does make sense. You see how you just put we said the chicks. No, excuse me, the Omos and Lesnar match right after the triple.
Right.
Matter of fact, that probably wouldn't have worked. You know why that wouldn't have worked? Because I see why you did it. For like it could be like a bathroom break, I guess, after the Intercontinental title match. But niggas ain't gonna want to go to the bathroom if Brock is out there.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
Brock just wanted his check and get the fuck out of there. He's like, I'm out of here. Put me in the first match. Shit.
Yeah, he's not staying to the main event.
I got some deer hunting to do. It's like I got some deer hunting.
Man, look, they got people talking at the end of the day. WWE got people talking. They do. That's the main thing. They want y'all to be mad. That's the point. That's what's gonna that's what motherfuckers is trying to do. All right, basically, I wouldn't be surprised if Vince or Triple H is telling Cody, like, look, they're gonna turn on you. Watch. They're gonna turn on you. We're gonna break you. We're gonna make sure they turn on you. It's up to us because I'm still riding with Cody. I'm loving this shit. I'm loving it. I'm still gonna ride with Cody. And that's the whole point of this shit.
He better beat Brock, because if he doesn't, he's buried.
I want to know what
they want motherfuckers to lose faith, so they can tell Cody, look, everybody lost faith in you. Look, we told you they was gonna turn on you.
I want to know what Triple H's breaking point is, where he wants to just fucking leave and go to fucking AEW.
No, the wrestling guys don't. He's
gonna fucking leave, man. I got a feeling he's gonna fucking leave.
Hey, the wrestling guys are on his neck for his Triple H reign of terror.
I ain't gonna lie. I think Vince probably got something on that dude, Triple H. It's a reason why he's not leaving. Like, my dude, do all the bullshit. You really refuse to leave. Vince got something on Triple H.
He's got a sex tape. Yeah, I got a sex tape.
Yeah, something.
You never know. Vince is fucking weird. He probably does.
Yeah, he probably does.
I'm telling you, some reason, like, yo, my dude, why are you taking this abuse?
It's karma, baby.
Everybody, we might be objective or whatever. We may have our own opinions, but when it comes to that one thing, we could all universally agree on. This dude just gets bitched, and he doesn't say nothing about it.
That's why Nails and Brett are the GOAT, because they were the only ones that pulled up on Vince.
Thank you. Yeah, that's right. Hit that like button. I told
y'all. Choke them out.
Yo, y'all better hit that like button, because I told y'all about that shit. I told y'all.
Fucking rabies, Nails.
Put Nails in the fucking Hall of Fame.
Actually, you know who else put up on Vince? We don't give him credit. Oh boy, RVD, he put up on Vince too. He put up on Vince. I gotta give him love.
It's like, come on, like none of y'all motherfuckers want to fuck this dude up, really?
His breaking point is coming.
Just take the joint.
And what they don't know, what a lot of wrestlers don't know, like, it's crazy, right? Because traditionally speaking, you would get fired. But what a lot of wrestlers don't know is that Vince likes it when people stand up to him. Like, many wrestlers have said that. Like, him and Brock used to wrestle all the time on the fucking plane. Him and Kurt used to wrestle all the time. They got the New Day has a podcast, I believe. They told the story one time. Like, yeah, they got a podcast. They told the story one time on a plane trip. Vince was just, just being a dick to Kofi. And really what he was doing was he was trying to see if Kofi had the balls to stand up to him. And Kofi did. And Vince never forgot that. And that's why we got Kofi Mania. He remembered. Good. So a lot of wrestlers, if you stand up to Vince and just like, yo, what the fuck you doing, old man? Like, he remembers that shit, and it's dumb, right? Because if you stand up to your boss in a regular job, you get fired. But Vince isn't a regular dude; he's a fucking weirdo. So
WWE is in your standard corporate policies. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta stand up and almost fight your boss to get a ring.
Yeah. Kofi stands up to his boss, loses the Lesnar in 10 seconds, and next week he's throwing pancakes out in the fucking crowd.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I wouldn't want to fight. I wouldn't want to fight Vince either if I become a pancake tossing champion. I'm good on that. Fuck.
Use some blueberries or something.
Fucking Kofi was a joke, and I stand on that shit. Yeah, B. So what's next for Bianca though? Like
they don't got a plan, bro. They ain't got a plan for her.
It's crazy.
I like to see her fight Trish Stratus. That'd be cool for a match. That'd be cool. Old school, new.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why is Trish not fighting? Is she really injured? Like, she really badly injured that she can't do anything at all?
No, Trish isn't injured. Ronda is. That's why she didn't do anything at Mania. Shayna got hurt too.
You know, it's another thing. A lot of people didn't even mention or say that, you know, Ronda and Shayna Baszler, they was dressed like Ken and Ryu from Street Fighter.
No one wants to see Trish wrestle. Her skin is hanging off her face. She got more facelift than Martha Stewart.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I do miss old Trish. Older Trish or younger Trish, she was bad as fuck. I don't see it now, but I understand people age. You know, it's a part of life. But younger
apparently
Trish,
Stacy Keibler hasn't aged.
She got legs. Stacy wrapping around your head.
Stacy she's a little too skinny for me. Nice lady.
Yeah,
though.
she was too skinny, but she still looked young.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Stacy Keibler used to drive me nuts with those legs. She had the Chun-Li legs.
I don't know. After Lana came out with the legs.
Yo, I don't know about your mic. Jeez Louise. Like, yo, you sound like you wouldn't. Are you in between Stacy Keibler legs right now? That's why your mic sound like that?
No, it's not that loud.
Nah, you sounded like it was muffled.
Oh no. Is that better?
Hell no. Hold on. Nate, is that you, Nate?
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. All right. Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead, Scott.
Bianca don't have nobody. She has proven to be the most talented girl on NXT.
It's gonna be Rhea.
No, she's not the most talented, but you know they made it work.
Like
my
Rhea.
WrestleMania 39 record. Hold on, he said my WrestleMania 39 record was 11-2. I only got Sheamus winning and Finn Balor winning, but they lost. That was only 2 L's I took.
Alrighty.
I'm not mad at Edge winning though, because you know they're gonna have him come back as a conquering hero. Remember, they caught Beth Phoenix, his wife, with the concerto, so you know he's gonna be coming back with a vengeance.
Yeah, I know. I just don't think he got anything out of the victory. He didn't need it. But
Yeah.
I understand.
Edge might be the one to go after Roman Reigns.
They already did that, bro. That's how you know they're out of ideas, man.
No. Just because you lost don't mean nothing. Remember, you only have one wrestling match against him.
Yo, who the hell is still on Legos?
Legos?
There's nobody else that can challenge him.
This dude Nate Steven.
Unless you pick my boy Omos. That's the only person.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. You know I fucks with Omos, but he's done. Like, yo, this dude was at catering. He said that session from catering to go fight. My dude, you lost to Brock Lesnar. Get focused.
Well, that explains why it was 60 seconds.
What the fuck you doing at catering? You couldn't eat before you got there?
Nah.
No, what they said when Vince changed the show like 3-4 times.
Yeah.
At the same token, you supposed to be there. That's a problem with these motherfuckers. You're supposed to be going there ready to work. You're not supposed to be going there to go to catering or go on your phone. You're supposed to be going there ready to work. Anybody bet you got a gym there somewhere. Why the fuck you not in the gym? Why you not, you know what I mean? That's the problem with these wrestlers.
You should be hungry out there.
Right. Exactly.
Another
Yo,
example.
Kane, talk to them, Kane. Hold on. Let Kane talk to them. We came
You
from
know
the
what? You know what? Stone Cold said it best. If your ass ain't here to win that belt, you have no business to be in this business.
Exactly. You think they snatched Stone Cold from catering? No.
No.
They over there playing video games. They eating catering. I'm like, what you eating a lobster for? You lost.
Exactly. You don't eat. What Cameron said, nigga, you don't eat, nigga. No shrimp, no rice, no champagne. You don't eat.
You don't get no work in Harlem.
How the fuck you eating and you lost?
But if you put on a show like Charlotte Flair and Sheamus and McIntyre did, yeah, go get you a lobster.
Now, all right, now Charlotte, she definitely deserved some crack crab, lobster, all that, because that was a great match.
I was talking to Sandman before the show started. Another example that Vince was back was that women's tag team match, because it was Dakota and Io against Raquel and Liv Morgan, with the winning team getting a shot at the tag team championships. And it's like, okay, but both of the teams lost at Mania, though. Why are two teams that lost being rewarded a title shot? And it makes no fucking sense. Stuff like that is how you know the script was fucking rushed.
Well, because you know they did this, so that gives Vince an excuse to say, here, Dakota Kai, here, Errol Scott, here's your walking papers. And when Dakota Kai gets fired, I'll be the happiest man alive. Fuck her.
Man, there's far worse wrestlers on the roster than
her. Yeah, like you don't like Dakota Kai. You don't like him.
No.
There's nothing wrong with smacking on Tracy Keeper's legs, bro. That's right, man.
With that stupid Mortal Kombat pose. No, I don't care about Dakota Kai.
That look more like Spider-Man pose.
All I know is there's far worse girls in the company. That's all I know.
Shit.
Hopefully Nikhil Lyons gets back from injury.
Man, look, Nikita Lyons is worried more about shaking her ass on TikTok. She about to be over the hill soon.
Who?
Nikita Lyons. She about to. I already see. She don't want to be no wrestler.
It's only so far you can get Thotton, yeah.
Yeah, she don't want to be a wrestler. Let's really be real. Like, I don't think she takes this shit serious enough.
That's WWE's fault. That's the decision they decided to go in. They decided to go in that direction.
Right, yeah.
They went back into, we want to get models and attractive, the Johnny Ace direction. When Triple H was there.
Well, she a TikTok model.
Right.
She don't care about that shit.
There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that, but
Yeah, there is nothing wrong with that. I agree.
You don't care about it.
But it's just like, for all the time they spend doing TikTok and model shit, it's like you could be using that time, I don't know, get better in the ring, learn how to cut better promos, how to market yourself,
Right.
Man, she ain't thinking about all that. She got her OnlyFans money. She got her exposure. She about to get out. She was NXT. She's leaving NXT. She already gone, man. She ain't going on the main roster.
Exactly. NXT is her ceiling, B.
She don't care.
What you talking about?
Nikita Lyons.
No, she got her Instagram fame. That's all she care about.
Yeah.
She ain't trying to be the next Trish Stratus leader.
And you know why? I can say that because look at her. She's really gaining a lot of weight. She just cared that, you know what I mean?
Did she tear her?
A lot of black motherfuckers being her
ACL?
Huh?
Did she tear her ACL?
She tore. She did. Which is unfortunate that she tore ACL.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of motherfuckers. That's just part of the game. Like, instead of you You know what I mean? After instead of you being on TikTok or Instagram shaking your ass, go to the gym and train. Get hungry. You're supposed to be a wrestler, not a TikTok model. If anything, why don't you show your workout regimen on your TikTok? Show that you getting ready, like you getting ready to come back. You training hard. You can still look sexy doing that.
Oh yeah, when she hit that million, that's it, man.
Yeah.
She gone. When she get that million followers, that's it.
She done. She gonna think she made it. Like, you know what? Fuck WWE. I made it. I got a black nigga paying my bills. I got a black rapper paying my bills.
You saw what happened with Mandy. That's why she got the fuck out of there. She was like, all right, you got it. I got my money. I got my bread. I don't need y'all.
And that's the thing too. Like, and I can't even really bash her because she really improved a lot. She actually gave a fuck. It was something other than what that incident. It was something that just made her be like, you know what? I'm just done.
Something out of her
Because I wouldn't even say that about Mandy. Mandy
I respect. Hard. I respect her because we talked about it then on the show, and I'm not even familiar with her, and I don't watch NXT like that. It wasn't about what she had on her website and how provocative it was. At the end of the day, she had a nice side gig to make money, and WWE don't like that. You know, they want when you're a performer and you work for them, they want your primary source of income to be from them. If you got a side gig from some other place, they want a piece of that shit. And if you say no, you got to go. They don't like that.
Yeah.
They don't like that. Zack Ryder back in the day, he had his YouTube, Long Island IC. That was when YouTube was in the early days, and he was a big YouTuber. You know, Zack Ryder was the first WWE superstar ever to have over 1 million followers. And they never advertised it. And his YouTube channel was popping. And, you know, they saw it. Zack Ryder, you know, Matt Cardona, he was the first wrestler to make WWE realize, oh, shit, like there's money to be made here with social media, you know? And so what they do, they had him give up the rights for his shit, and they took it over. You know, that's what it's all about. They want a piece of the pie. If you don't give them a piece, you got to go. That's how WWE is.
Get down or lay down.
Matter of fact, isn't that what happened with Xavier and his show Up, Up, Down, Down? I don't
yeah,
know the specifics
that's exactly what happened to it.
Right.
WWE got a strong share of it.
Right. Get down or lay down.
Right. That's how I know. Like everybody's talking about, oh man, like, you know, what about the Elite? You know, is the Elite ever going to go to WWE? Unless some personal policy changes, the answer is no, because the Elite, the lifeblood of them is not AEW. The lifeblood is BTE, their YouTube channel. They've been doing that YouTube shit for years, like as far back as 2013. So if the Elite, if they leave AEW and they go to WWE, they got to give that up. They got to give all of that up to Vince. Would you give it up? I would.
And they're going to change your name. You got to put on a mask.
Well, Vince again for the time being.
Yeah, right.
Like as soon as July hits, things are different.
I don't know, Sandman. You know, I love this roundtable. I love talking wrestling with you guys, but I gotta be honest with you, man. I don't have the energy to deal with this Vince shit. I just can't. I could watch a little bit of Raw and a little bit of SmackDown as long as Triple H was running it, but if Vince is back in charge, I'm sorry, man. I can't do it, man. Maybe I can watch some highlight clips on YouTube or some shit. I don't know about you guys.
Shit.
I agree with you. I ain't gonna lie, I do agree with you. Shit, around the time when you know what I'm saying, when Vince was in the thickest shit, like all I've been doing on this channel was just you know, posting uploads and making fun of this shit.
Vince McMahon is good for the show, because without Vince McMahon, without cokehead Tony Khan, what's there to talk about?
But like what this dude said, this dude John, there's a difference. And you said this Black Saw. You know, this dude isn't fully in charge. Vince isn't fully in charge. So there's that difference right there.
He just got creative control.
He can get overpowered. You know what I mean? It's that 1%. Especially when they see the numbers go down when it comes to the ratings. First of all, that's the main thing that killed me. That's the main thing that killed me because the product is not even worth 21 billion. It's not even worth 21 million.
Man, he was showing them highlights of the Attitude Era and it sold the sponsors. He ain't showing his current.
That's the main thing that killed me. Like, how the fuck did he even? How did he finalize that deal? Do these
WWE and UFC combined?
Nostalgia. When they first made. Where you going?
Vince McMahon is going to receive $9 billion from that company. Now, them combined with the UFC is combined total of $21 billion. So that means WWE is probably worth around 11 to 12 billion, and the UFC takes up the second half of it. Yeah, Vince walked. Now, what is Vince going to do with $9 billion? Is he going to pull a Bruce? Is he going to pull a Bruce Wayne and just donate it to a charity? Because he damn sure ain't leaving it for the kids or the family.
It's the nostalgia, man. You were saying earlier, man, like, how did he even secure the deal? I remember when SmackDown first moved to Fox, like when they first moved to Fox, and I had my TV on Fox at the time, and this was before the Royal Rumble, so this would have been 2020, before Kobe passed, before COVID, and there was a thing on Fox. The little sports show they have, like, for a football game, where they have like the Roundtable, and they're talking about, like, which team they're going to think is going to win the game and shit. Yeah, pregame. Right. Thank you. There was a pregame show, and I guess one of the caveats of SmackDown being on Fox is that WWE related stuff can be advertised on some of the pregame stuff. And what I remember was they were advertising the Royal Rumble, and they went around the round table asking all the analysts and stuff, like, who their favorite Royal Rumble winner was. And every single one of them were mentioning wrestlers from like fucking 20 years ago. None of them mentioned any current modern stars. Like, one guy was like, oh, Hulk Hogan. Another guy was like Steve Austin. Another dude was like The Rock. Another dude was like Shawn Michaels. Like, none of them mentioned any modern day wrestlers. None of them said AJ Styles, Finn Balor,
John Cena,
Roman Reigns, not even Cena. It was just all old school people, like from like 20, 25 years ago. And it was just like, damn, like, it was cool seeing them talk about WWE like on a football show, but it was fucking depressing because they were mentioning people from like when we were all kids. No one from like the past 10 years, 15 years. It's just, that was really when it hit me. It was like nostalgia, bro. Nostalgia is what sells the money.
It's not even nostalgia. They know this new roster is trash. Everybody can say that this roster is trash.
But here's a question that we always argue over. Is the talent trash, or they're not getting no opportunities?
It could be the best.
Just hold on. For instance, if they get an opportunity, so they get behind the scenes, they get asked or offered an opportunity, and they turn it down. You know what I'm saying? You got to think of shit like that, and maybe the promoter don't want to go out there and say like, "Oh, we gave them the opportunity and they turned it down."
What people seem to forget is a lot of
like Rusev, as a matter of fact, like Rusev, we all know that.
Well, it's a two-way street. It's the company itself, because they've all said it in interviews. Triple H has said it in interviews. And the modern day WWE, they don't want any wrestlers to be stars. They want the brand itself to be the star. And so that's the problem right there. The WrestleMania tickets were just about sold out before any matches on the card were even announced, proving my point that they want the brand to be the star. They don't want any wrestlers to be larger than life. They don't want another Hulk Hogan or another Steve Austin or even another John Cena. They don't want that because once somebody gets bigger than the brand itself, it's like, oh shit, this person doesn't need us anymore. And so I said it's a two-way street where the wrestlers come in and the event that a wrestler actually gets over organically to a point where they could be a star, WWE will find a way to cool you off because fuck you. And you mentioned Rusev. Rusev is an example. He was doing the Rusev Day shit. And I know it was dumb, it was goofy, but you know what? It got him over. But they
No, I
didn't
like
like that.
Rusev Day. I like
Yeah,
that angle.
they didn't like that. They didn't like that that wasn't part of their system. And so what they do, they cooled him off. Zack Ryder, he got
He made him
over,
a cup.
cooled him off.
Made
Cody,
him
this
a
happened.
oh. You already know. Made him a cuck.
Well, here's the thing. They'll make you a star, but you got to be the homegrown star. Meaning, you have to be the guy that developed, that came through the
Yeah.
farm league.
They break you down, and hopefully they can build you back up.
Cause think about it. You know how many times Roman Reigns probably went into Vince McMahon's office and said, "I don't think I can do this," and what Vince tell him? He's like, "Trust the process. You're getting booed now, but in the next 5, 10 years, they're gonna treat you like you're a god. We're just waiting for the right time." And honestly, everybody keeps saying Roman Reigns should have went heel a long time ago. Actually, he shouldn't have. It was never the right time for Roman Reigns to go heel. Because think about it. Why would he go heel when Paul Heyman was still lined up with Brock Lesnar? And John Cena was Super Cena.
You know what's really interesting about Roman? And this is really fucked up. You know who Roman has to thank for his push right now?
Paul Heyman.
No.
Bill Goldberg.
COVID.
Yeah. COVID, Bill Goldberg.
COVID saved his career. If it wasn't for COVID, none of this shit would be happening. Crazy.
No, let's take it back. He needs to thank leukemia. Leukemia is what really made him stay away from the COVID situation.
Yeah.
You know what's a funny thing though? I remember when people were saying at that time, "Oh, nobody's never gonna boo Roman again. Oh, he had leukemia. He could never turn heel now. He's gonna be the ultimate babyface now. This dude is the most hated person right now. They forgot he's sick. Motherfuckers forgot he's still sick.
That's a good thing that they forgot he's sick.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I fucks with this shit. Motherfuckers forgot that he's still actually sick. And he's holding it down.
Well, thankfully, he was saved by COVID because he was going to get booed. Well, they were both going to get booed, him and Goldberg, but we'll never know. There's a lot of what ifs.
Yeah, they was both going to get booed. Yes, it was.
Yeah, WrestleMania 36.
I think they like the fact that he beat the shit out of The Fiend and Braun Strowman because I think the fans was really pissed off with Braun as the champion.
Definitely. What you was gonna say, Kang?
Yeah, that was a lot of valid points being made, and also when COVID hit, it gave him time to really go away and really find in depths of his character. Because we know that's not really who Roman Reigns really is anyway. Like the whole Lex Luger, All American, John Cena, smiley baby face. It's not him.
No.
Like when you're a heel, you start to have fun.
Yeah.
Roman's finally having fun.
They allow Roman Reigns to start talking in the ring, like talking trash. Who gets in the ring and tells the fans I'm gonna beat the crap out of him. He can't move nowhere because my arms are extra big. Like what?
That's him.
It's like his whole swag is crazy though. Like how he walks to the ring with the Diddy Bop, all that. Like Roman Reigns' swag is just mad different now. Very different.
I was gonna say was the two what ifs of WrestleMania 36 is well, I'm pretty sure Roman and Goldberg were gonna get booed out of the building.
You know what, guys?
The other what if would be what was that? I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, check this too, because you know what? It's very similar because it's crazy how him and Nash's reigns are so similar. It's scary. Because notice this, it was the same thing with Kevin Nash. When Kevin Nash, he turned the next night, he started really being himself, and he's now became real cool. Same with Roman Reigns. He tried to be the face of the company, doing that whole
that was the beginning of the cool heel.
Now he's cool.
Wait, they are we talking about Kevin Nash when he was Big Daddy Cool Diesel? Because he was rated the worst WWE champion under Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
Oh, we're talking about Kevin Nash when he went to the NWO.
No, we talking about Diesel, 1994, 95 Diesel.
Oh no, they said
Yeah,
that was
before
the
he
worst
went to
title reign
WCW and he
ever.
turned heel.
Oh, when he turned, yeah, his heel work wasn't that long. That's when he was feuding with the Undertaker, right?
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Okay, yeah. So we ain't talking about his shitty title run. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I don't remember much of Diesel as a heel.
You don't want to. It was that bad. It was bad. Him and King Mabel main event in SummerSlam.
Oh
that
my
was
God.
Dudes and attitudes.
That was the worst match of all time.
Not dudes with attitudes. They were men on a mission.
No, I'm talking about during this dude Diesel's when Diesel was the face champion at that era. Him and Shawn Michaels, they had formed that tag team, Dudes with Attitude.
Oh my!
And they had all the belts.
Yeah,
Didn't Mabel break Taker's face?
Yeah, with the leg drop. He leg dropped his face and broke it.
That's when Taker came back with that mask.
That's how Undertaker sounded. You hear how he was choking? That's how Undertaker sounded when he got a leg drop.
That's a big ass turkey leg to land on your face.
I don't know. I love Rusev as a heel in 2014 as a U.S. champion and as hell yeah, he was red hot. He was white hot around that time. And look what they did. They fed him to Cena. That's what everybody was mad at.
Sorry to interrupt, but
LeBron almost valet next to you.
Well, hold on. What did you say, Black Star?
I said sorry to interrupt, but LeBron almost took Kenny Olynyk's soul.
He got dunked on?
He was about to get dunked on, but Kenny Olynyk fouled him.
Okay.
Another thing with Rusev, he had Lana by his side, so that made people want to watch him more.
That tank interest
at the same time.
Word. With them fucking short ass skirts shorter than a napkin.
That tank entrance in San Francisco was something special.
Yeah. But they had to crush him because of the Putin politics, unfortunately.
Poopy politics?
Putin politics. The whole Russian thing, I was like, ooh, this ain't the right time. But fuck it.
This dude came to the ring in a fucking tank though. Like, come on. Like, I'm not losing if I'm coming to fight in a tank.
You are when you fight Big Match John.
Big Match John. That motherfucker would have got blown up in that fucking ring.
Now John Cena bolden. Oh man.
Yeah, speaking of Cena, so
it's rough looking at Cena right
this
now.
dude Malik has showed that basically, I guess this dude Cena's gonna be in the Barbie movie.
So what?
Upcoming Barbie movie.
Oh yeah, he crossed over.
I guess because that's why he was wearing that dress or that skirt or whatever. And you remember a few months back, when there was photos of John Cena wearing a dress. I guess that's because he's in the Barbie movie. Like, damn, Cena, what do we do? What's going on? What are we doing here?
Well, that's the end of Cena.
To talk about The Rock being a tooth fairy.
Oh yeah, you definitely can't forget about that shit.
The Rock wasn't just a tooth fairy; he was a tooth fairy, a hockey player at the same time. Let's not forget.
Shit, like
who cares about
Rock? Did The Rock wear a dress at Saturday Night Live? Also, that's not the first. Yeah, he wore dresses a couple of times.
That's Saturday
Yeah.
Night Live. Saturday Night Live is known for doing some crazy shit. You
You gotta be a drag queen on Saturday Night Live. It don't matter. Like they say,
Saturday Night
it's
Live,
all
you
about
will get
comedy.
paid.
Yeah, it's all about comedy. Suck that cock.
In the spirit of comedy.
Don't get me started, R. Come on now.
Pause. Shit. Anyways, I ain't gonna lie, I'm about to shut it down. I'm fucking starving. And I don't want to be here eating and shit yet. What the hell? Everybody just sort of leave it. Damn. That's all I had to say? Jesus Christ. That's all I had to say?
Yeah, you went
They
too
said,
hard.
"Oh, you hungry? Bye, nigga. Fuck you." Toph, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
I'm so happy to get my voice back. I lost my voice at night too.
No, that's good. I'm glad you enjoyed yourself. That sounds awesome, man.
I'm fighting this cold.
Yeah, it is a cold going around. Yeah, everybody, try to fight that shit. It sucks having a cold in the spring.
Wait, before we
Hell
go,
yeah.
before we go, I was going to mention this earlier, but I was like, most people here don't really follow New Japan like that, and I figure most folks probably won't really care.
I try to. I ain't gonna lie. I really do want to know what's going on, but there's a lot to cover. But go ahead.
Yeah. So before we go, all I really have to say is that I'll try to explain this briefly and simply for like people who don't follow New Japan. A couple of years ago at Wrestle Kingdom, Okada, he faced Naito in the main event of Wrestle Kingdom. Okada at the time was basically like what Roman is now. He was like the longest reigning champ, had
Right.
the most number of days. He had the
The
most
Rainmaker.
matches. He was the final boss. He was basically like take Walter now and take Roman now and like fucking combine them into like one super boss. That was basically like what Okada was, right? And he beat everybody. And then Naito won the G1. And Naito, he went through the New Japan Young Lions system. He reinvented himself, was doing the whole LIJ thing. He got over organically. He won the G1. He challenged Okada to the main event. Around this same time, Chris Jericho left WWE. He had a match with Kenny Omega. That was basically the precursor to AEW. In my opinion, as a New Japan fan, this period was the absolute peak of New Japan's popularity, at least in the West. It was the period when the most Western fans were aware of New Japan and were talking about New Japan. It was in the Tokyo Dome. Really big business. I think it was like the highest subscriber count they ever got on New Japan World. So they went out there. They had a match. It was a good match, and everybody thought Naito was going to win, and he didn't. Okada won. And lots of people were like upset and stuff like that. And to make a long story short, Naito did eventually beat Okada. He did eventually become champion, but Naito was never the same. Like, I love Naito. He's actually the only big New Japan guy that is yet to make an appearance on AEW, which is weird because like Okada's made an appearance, Tanahashi's made an appearance, Zack Sabre Jr.'s made an appearance, Juice Robinson's made an appearance, Jay White's made an appearance. Only him. He's the only one that's never appeared on AEW. Naito is still over. He's still beloved. He's still popular, but that loss hurt him. He was never as hot as he was that night. And as a New Japan fan, New Japan's popularity and in the West is nowhere near where it was.
Like I remember that night.
Right.
Naito lost.
The reason why I was mentioning that is because you have to be careful in professional wrestling because there's a saying that everybody's heard, you got to strike while the iron's hot because there's no guarantee that a wrestler is going to be hot 6 months from now, a year from now, 2 years from now, or whatever. Like you guys saw that with Becky Lynch and Ronda Rousey because they did Ronda versus Charlotte last year because the thought process was they'll do it this year. And of course they didn't do it because Ronda cooled off and so did Becky, and so that's the risk you take when you don't strike while the iron's hot. So
I think Seth Rollins had something to do with Cody losing.
Who knows, bro?
It's not even. They're not even hiding no more. Seth Rollins hates Cody Rhodes personally.
Well,
He don't
all I can really
like
say,
he don't like what Cody did. Like how you gonna leave WWE, insult the WWE, then come back and you supposed to be the man? No. What he's basically saying is there's people in WWE right now that was holding it down when Cody left, and they busting their ass. And I think he's mentioning like Sami Zayn and other wrestlers, and Cody Rhodes gets bumped over them. Yeah,
you sound like you want. I can't hear. We can't hear you.
I said, Seth Rollins said something about how you gonna leave WWE, go to AEW, and then trying to come back and step over people that have been putting in work before you, like Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, Finn Balor, and they all gotta.
When he
they all
said that
gotta
he
take a
ruined,
side step for
you were trying to ruin
he
what I
wasn't
built.
feeling that.
well, see, all I was really trying to say from my story is that, you know, there's clearly a plan that they have. You know, as Triple H said, he said, it's just one chapter in the story. And with respect to Triple H,
Wait. Because I get a lot, I'm hungry and all that. We about to shut it down. And not only that, man, like, what's going on with the likes, everybody? Like, I'm about to shut this down. The likes ain't looking
On the
good.
show. We gotta get on YouTube to hit the like. Give us a
second. No. We normally average above 10. This is not good. We gotta, I'm not talking about you guys. I'll definitely appreciate you guys pulling up and all that, but this ain't a good ratio. But anyways, it was definitely a great show. We definitely had to fucking let it all out and let people know how we fucking feel. And I'm glad that everybody had their own opinion at the end of the day. Niggas ain't gonna sit here on that tribalism shit. We all had our own opinions and we had a great conversation. And I'm hungry.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch some of these B-rated black movies on Tubi.
That's what I'm talking about. Sound like a plan.
Terrible.
Shit, I'm about to watch me. I ain't gonna lie. I was fucking watching some NXT, some old school NXT from way back. So I'm gonna
if you ever get a chance, look up Crack House of the Dead. I'm dead serious. Crack House of the Dead.
All right, I'll look it up. So y'all pull up on Friday. We're gonna do the same old thing, same bat time, same bat channel. You already know the vibe.
I might look at Ghost Dog while I'm at it.
Oh man, this Ghost Dog. Peace out. What the fuck?
Alrighty.